Broadcasting from Hargeisa, Somaliland, this is CBA. I'm Abdullahi Hassan. Welcome to the top of the hour news brief. The government of Somaliland has been urged to invest in technical institutions in the country. The only two technical institutions in the country are in deplorable structural situation. The two institutions produce top-notch technicians of high caliber, including the former Assistant Finance Minister, Engineer Ahmed Hashi. The engineer, who is now a member of the country's upper house of parliament, has urged the government to finance the two technical institutions to curb unemployment in the country. He has also urged the government to partner with the international NGOs and foreign countries to revive the institution. If the annual budget of the Ministry of Education will not be sufficient to fund the two training institutions. Somaliland has two technical and vocational training institutions. One is located in the capital Hargeisa, while the other is situated in Togdheer region's capital Burco. The two were established through fundings from the former West German government in the early 1960s and the bilateral aid to the government of Somalia then. The Al-Shabaab militant group of Somalia has launched an attack on the American-run Baligodle military base in Lower Shabelle region. Two explosive cars drove into the fortification of the military base. Al-Shabaab said in a statement that members of its elite suicidal brigade stormed the base and engaged with the enemy in a gunfight. An Al-Shabaab official has also told an affiliated radio station that they have destroyed 5 military aircrafts, including drones and helicopters. However, Somalia officials refuted these claims and said that the Somalian National Army repulsed the attack in less than 10 minutes. So far, there is no independent confirmation of the results of the attack. The military base, some 90 kilometers northwest of Mogadishu, serves as a training camp for the Somali Special Forces. In Mogadishu, an Italian convoy traveling near Chalasiat military camp was attacked. Italy's defense ministry said in a statement that no injuries had been reported and that Rome was investigating the cause of the blast. These attacks came amid sustained military offenses in the Lower Shabelle region as Somalia forces increased military activities targeting Al-Shabaab. The president of Galmudug State of Somalia, Ahmed Duala Haf, has rescinded the mandate he granted to the federal government to manage the reconciliation and election of the region. In a decree issued on Sunday, the Galmudug leader cited a lack of progress in the last 3 months. He also accused the federal government of unwillingness to resolve the grievances of Adado town and ending the dispute between the state and the influential Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah religious group. According to the decree, the president of the Galmudug state has therefore revoked the mandate he granted to the Ministry of Interior of the federal government. President Haf has also summoned the cabinet of the state to convene back in Galmudug at a date no later than October 10th. The decree also called the Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah group to participate in the building of an inclusive Galmudug state. President Ahmed Duala Haf has acceded the management of the election process to Mogadishu during the tour of Prime Minister Khair to the region in June this year. The federal government leadership for the Galmudug state building process was also included in the communique of the Galmudug Reconciliation Conference, which concluded on 17 September. Some of the opposition parties have criticized that as an infringement on the state rights. The tug of war between the federal government of Somalia and Jubaland is far from over, as diplomatic passports of several leaders from the southern city have been withdrawn. Ministers, members of the Regional Assembly and several government officials have been the casualties of President Farmajo's wrath against Sheikh Ahmed Madobe. Among those affected are Jubaland Planning Minister Hirsi, who had arrived in Mogadishu to attend the 9th National Development. The other is Madobe's right-hand man, Addo Koshe, a commissioner for the district of Garbahare in the Ghetto region, whose passport has been confiscated. The latest move comes against several oppressive moves by Farmajo, including cancelling of flights which have affected relief services. The recent turbulence contest has stoked tensions also between Kenya and Ethiopia, longtime allies who both have large contingents of peacekeepers in the country and see Jubaland as a buffer zone against Islamist attacks in their own countries. Kenya supported the victor Ahmed Mohamed Madobe, while Ethiopia has grown increasingly close to the federal government in Mogadishu. And the Yemeni Houthi Rebels on Sunday released a video footage they said was a major attack into Saudi Arabia in August that killed nearly 200 soldiers with around 2,000 of others surrendering. A Houthi military spokesman described the ambush on the Saudi forces that then delivered into the cross-border offense that trapped the Saudi troops in the hilly frontier. The spokesman claimed that more than 200 Saudi soldiers were killed in dozens of missiles and drone strikes while trying to escape or surrender. The fighting took place in Saudi Arabia's southern region of Najran, bordering with the northern Yemen. Saudi Arabia has not yet responded to the Houthi claim, and there were no any independent media able to verify the footage or claims broadcasted in the Houthi-run Al Masira TV. The United States-based Acled, a non-profit conflict research organization, estimates that the war in Yemen has claimed more than 91,000 lives over the past 5 years. The war also has taken a heavy toll on the country's infrastructure, destroying hospitals, schools, and factories. The United Nations says over 24 million Yemenis are in dire need of humanitarian aid, including 10 million suffering from extreme levels of hunger. That's our news brief for this time. Thank you for joining us. I'm Abdullah Hassan.